Shrek the Third is pretty bad, and it's not only bad, it's also forgettable. For example, whenever you think of the Shrek franchise, do you ever think of Shrek the Third? Probably not. Shrek the Third is just so bland, it doesn't add anything to the franchise. It has none of the charm from the other movies, and the climax, it's horrible. In Shrek 2, we got one of the best climaxes in movie history. It's action-packed, has amazing music, and is pretty funny at times. It also had actual stakes. But then in Shrek 3, we get this.
You're about to enter a world of pain with which you are not familiar.
Well, it can't be any more painful than the lousy performance you're giving.
Good one, Shrek. But do you see what I mean? What were they thinking when making this? The movie also adds some new characters, so let's take a look at who they are. So first off, there's Arthur. No, not this Arthur, this Arthur. And he's played by Justin Timberlake, so that's something. But he's not that good in the movie. There's nothing special about him that makes him stand out. He's just a bland and whiny character. There's also a bunch of princesses in the movie, which to be honest, they're nothing special. I don't even remember what they did in the movie. Oh, and there's also Merlin. Shrek 2 added so many great and memorable characters, such as Puss in Boots, the King and Queen, the Fairy Godmother, and Prince Charming. All amazing characters. Well, Prince Charming is fine, but at least he works in the movie. Characters like Arthur and Merlin are forgettable and bad characters that never even show up in any other movies. But let's talk about the villain of the movie, which is Prince Charming. Thematically, it makes sense why he would be the main villain of this movie, but it just wasn't executed well. Prince Charming just doesn't work as the main villain. He should have been a sidekick to another villain like how he was in Shrek 2. He's just a weak villain and pretty pathetic. Something a lot of people don't talk about is King Harold's death. The scene itself is pretty bad and kind of disrespectful to the character. It seems like they tried to make it funny, which if they did is an odd choice, but I'm not even sure if they did. Like, it's pretty confusing. And one more thing I want to talk about is the story. The story, well, it's actually not that bad. I just think it was executed horribly. Just skip Shrek the Third. It's bland and forgettable, and the execution of it was horrible. It isn't even that funny. There's not really any jokes in the movie that work. The first two movies were really enjoyable and funny movies that had a lot of heart to them. This just feels again so bland and forgettable. And I know I'm repeating myself a lot in this video, but it's true. Just go watch Shrek 4. That movie is so underrated and really needs to be appreciated more. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video and let me know down below what you think of the movie. Oh, and subscribe if you wanted. But anyways, thanks for watching and have a nice day.